Hey there YouTube, it's Hex again. I'm coming at you with a recipe video today. This is going to be a recipe on stinging oil. Now, stinging oil is something that I like to have on hand. As you guys know, I guess what's considered a gray witch. I don't believe in dark or light. I do what I need to do to get my jobs done, to protect myself, my family, to get people away from me, whatever the case may be. Um, So stinging oil is actually a oil that uses bees. So if you guys have any issue with animal or insect curios, this is not going to be a recipe for you, so you can just turn away now. Some ingredients you will need: a base oil. I'm going to be using grapeseed oil. Something to put the oil in while it brews or steeps or whatever you want to call it. You will need cinnamon sticks, a chili flakes, a crossing oil, a banishing oil, a destruction oil, a bend over oil, what's considered in hoodoo what's called a bat's blood oil. I get my oils for these types of conditions from Lucky Mojo or Conjure Cardia. So you can check out those links that I should, if I remember, I'll put them in the link in the down bar for you guys. And then you'll need sulfur powder, black salt, and a quartz crystal, as well as mugwort. And then those are all going to go in the vat together. So I will walk you guys through it. The first thing I'm going to want to do is take my bees. So I have some bees here. I don't know if you guys, let me see if I can get one out. Now my bees, I did not kill them. I did not capture and kill them. They were ethically sourced. A witch friend of mine, Chris, he actually has 5 more for me as well. He does a lot of card detailing for his profession, and he gets a lot of bees that way. Or he finds them dead in yards, things like that. So he collects them for me and puts them in a vial like this. I'm going to go ahead and pour all 3 out. You're going to need 3 for one thing of oil. So I don't know if you guys can see that here. Hold on, sorry guys. You can see the bees. I'm actually going to just dump 1 out. I want to keep 1 whole. So with those bees, you're going to grind them up. You want 2 powdered bees, 1 whole. And they don't need to be a fine powder, you just want to break them up and really make sure that you're getting all that goodness in there. And I'm just using my small, like, apothecary mortar and pestle. This one's used typically to crush, like, medications and pills and things like that. You can get them online. Okay, now that that's done, you're going to go ahead and enchant. I'm going to go ahead and start pouring my oil, though. Make sure I have that in there. So I'm using grapeseed oil. You can use any oil you guys like. I just like using grapeseed. For a lot of people, grapeseed's expensive, so that's fine. You can use olive oil if that's what you have, canola oil, vegetable oil, whatever works for you. Alright. Not quite the whole thing. I don't like to fill it up too full because I like to shake it. Okay, so now that that's there, I'm going to go ahead and enchant my bees. And then the whole one. Okay. Now that that's done, get that out of the way. Okay, next, mugwort. Now, mugwort I use because mugwort is great for vision. Astral vision, psychic vision, anything that you need to see clearly, mugwort is a great herb for that. So I'm putting mugwort in the oil because you always want to see your enemies coming for you. This oil is really designed for hexing, crossing, banishing, whatever the case may be. And I call it a stinging oil because, um, bees don't typically sting unless they feel provoked, and that's kind of how this oil works. I like a lot of magics that tend to, you know, I'm not going to harm you, my magics won't harm you unless you think badly about me or try to put something towards me, then it's going to sting you. So that's what stinging oil does for you. Um, so mugwort I use for clear vision of my enemies, so I may always see them coming. Okay. Black salt for protection from my enemies. Sulfur powder, so I may burn my enemies, but also for protection from my enemies. And I'm not a measurer, you guys, so I can't really tell you how much I'm putting in. I'm just doing kind of what feels right. Now I know Lady Gravedancer, she enchants with every ingredient. I don't necessarily do that. I'll enchant a few, and then I'll go ahead and put the rest in, and do it that way. It just kind of depends on what I feel at the time. So from there, in goes the chili. So I'm using a whole dried chili. You can get like a Mexican market. I picked one out of the bag that was really dark, almost black, because obviously this is a negative oil. I'm just going to squeeze it in. I'm going to leave this whole as much as possible. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to do red chili flakes. Lots of those. You want this to sting like an open wound, like a bee. Okay. And then a cinnamon stick for power and protection from my enemies. Sorry guys, this container is brand new. I just got some cinnamon sticks because I was out. Just one. That's all you need. Let's drop that in. Okay. Now for my oils. So the first oil I'm going to do is my crossing oil. Now crossing oil is great because it's going to allow you to lay the hex upon them. It's an all-purpose crossing oil. It doesn't have anything specific to it. It's whatever your intention is to do harm. I'm using a Lucky Mojo one. You can make your own. There we go. Nice amount of that. Okay, a banishing oil. So you may banish your enemies when the need be. I think a lot of the times people mistake, when you cross someone that they're going to run from you. Not always. It can actually draw more attention to you. So I like to always include some kind of banishing into my hexing oils, so that they may go away from you. So obviously this person that you're hexing, you don't want them in your life any further. They're obviously causing issues, so that's how I see it. Then you want destruction oil, obviously for their demise. You guys, instead of using a destruction, you can do a do unto me evil oil or doom. I think it's called something else as well. There's a few different recipes you can use. Go ahead and pop some of that in. Okay. You could do essential oils if you wanted. You could put in cinnamon essential oil if you can get cinnamon sticks. There's so many different things that you could do. It just kind of depends like what you feel, obviously. Now I'm going to use Chondrocardia's Bend Over Oil. Her oils are incredible, you guys. She uses real essential oils in them, from my understanding. You can smell the quality. They're pretty fragrant. The Bend Over is like a command and control type of oil. Um, so something like that. So if I need to make sure that I have complete control over them and the spell, that'll help with that. And then Bat's Blood. Bat's Blood's just a hexing oil. At least that's how I see it. Um, yeah. And some of that. Okay. You know what? I feel like I need some more mugwort, so I'm going to go ahead and add some more mugwort as well. Just do as you feel, guys. Sorry, I'm so out of focus, you guys. What is going on here? Out of frame from all hell. It's totally not even watching the camera, you guys. I'm so bad at, like, vlogging like this. I need both hands, and so that's what's been a little hard for me. Okay, but that's essentially all the ingredients you're going to go ahead and put into the oil. I'm going to go ahead and enchant my oil, and then pop my quartz crystal in. If you guys hear my TV, I apologize. I was just too lazy to get up and turn it off. It doesn't bother me when I'm doing spell work or anything, so most of the time I just leave it on. Okay. And then I have a little bitty quartz crystal. This piece is going to go in there, and it's just going to help to keep that charge and help to keep the energy where I want it. And that's going to go right in. I'm going to go ahead and close the container and give it a, decent shape. I like to shake it because there's the sulfur in there. Sorry, guys. The sulfur, and you have the black salt, all the herbs, and there it is. Obviously, the sulfur powder will settle at the bottom. You can choose to shake it every time, excuse me, or use it as is. Um, but that is essentially it. It's got an interesting energy to it. It's very passive aggressive, is the way I'm going to say that. But yeah, it's actually really a beautiful oil too. It's very, I don't know if you guys can even see that. Yeah. And there's all the stuff at the bottom. Just give it a good shake every couple days. And you can let it sit as long as you want. It's ready to use now. You would just enchant it further if you felt like you needed to. I am actually going to burn some incense for it and kind of further enchant that. But I just wanted to share my recipe with you guys. This is just what works for me. It's something that I have on hand. I'm actually going to go ahead and fill this bottle up with oil and bring it to Chris. So that he can have some as well, since he was the one that helped me get the bees. I'm also going to, you'll be seeing them probably later tonight. There's Chris and Stephanie are my two witchy friends that I hang out with often. Probably see them tonight, like I was saying, but I'm probably going to make Stephanie a little vial of it as well, just so she can have some on hand, since I have so much of it. And this will just go into my witchy cabinet and will stay on hand. Now, it'll really only last as long as the grapeseed oil will last, so it just, use your best judgment on that. For an oil like this, since it's only being used for negative purposes, if it spoils and the energy's still there, don't worry about it. Um, that'll just help with the negative power. So, yeah. If you guys have any questions about how I come up with recipes or anything like that, please feel free to talk to me in the comments below. If you guys have some ideas for other oils that you guys would like to see me make that I might use, please let me know. Any future video ideas, let me know. I'm going to start making another list because I'm running out of the stuff that I was doing before. Um, yeah, let me know what your favorite oil recipes are for something like this if you guys use this type of magic. Yeah, but until next time, I will talk to all of you soon, so blessed be.